Yo, what is going on? My name is Marshall from Mars, and welcome to the first episode of Fallout 4 Mods Review. I did it for Skyrim, and now I'm doing it for Fallout 4. It's not replacing Skyrim, but more complementing it. Each week there will be a rotation between each series. This will mean that each will be bi-weekly, so less episodes, but on the upside, I'll be covering the latest mods over a period of 2 weeks instead of 1, so the mods showcased will hopefully be a lot more interesting. But anyways, back to Fallout 4. So the modding community seems bigger than ever, with mods now available on PS4, which is sick. There's only vanilla assets allowed though, unfortunately. Cheers, Sony. But regardless, let's get into this week's mods. So kicking us off, we have the incredible revolutionary mod, Crosshair. Okay, maybe it's not game-changing, but it's still pretty cool. In vanilla Fallout 4, you had a pretty standard FPS-style crosshair that you'd see in games like Call of Duty. It wasn't bad or anything, but it left quite a large gap in the middle if you're hip firing from a fairly long range. This mod fixes that by adjusting the crosshair to a dot in the middle of the screen. I actually really like this change, as you now know where you're aiming to the exact pixel. The dot will also stay when aiming down scopes, which is pretty cool as well. Honestly though, whether or not knowing mods like this are for you is completely down to personal preference, as some people like a large dynamic crosshair so they can see the amount of recoil as it expands. Regardless, this is a really cool mod, simple but effective, and yeah, check it out if you like the look of it. An awesome companion mod has been released, custom voice and everything, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the vanilla ones. Do you really like the way they looked in the vanilla game, but with an ultra modded game and character, they begin to look a bit obsolete, but you still aren't a fan of those conversion mods that completely change the vanilla style? This next mod could be for you. This is TCE Companions Enhanced. On PS4 as well, this mod upgrades the appearance of Piper, Kate, Curie, and also Mama Murphy, who isn't a companion but looked fucking horrible in the vanilla game anyway, so I'm not really complaining. But yeah, they look really great, a lot more visually appealing, but still look like their original designs, which is really great in my opinion. Not only does it upgrade their faces though, it actually adds bonus upgrades to them as well as other companions in the game. Piper, Kate, Curie, Deacon, Hancock, Preston, Strong, and Nick all have a minor damage increase, and Codsworth also has a small range increase to his flamer. All these options can be downloaded as one or separately if you're only after a certain feature. All in all, a really cool mod that I'm definitely going to keep permanently on my personal game. Now, when I got my hands on Fallout 4 and I saw the menu, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. An animated menu of a sick garage with armor and a Pip-Boy and guns. But let's be honest, after a year, we've pretty much seen every corner of that garage, and it's not quite as exciting as it used to be. This mod aims to change that. This is Animated Main Menu, a mod that completely changes the main menu background. Unlike the vanilla one, Animated Main Menu is a still shot rather than multiple angles, but the frame itself and its contents are really cool and dramatic. At the front of the stage, we have the Brotherhood of Steel helmet, which is pretty iconic for the series, laying on the ground. Behind that is some sort of engine completely engulfed in flames, so something must have kicked off here. And there's also a laser rifle in between. It's a very simple concept, but seeing the helmet stood in the spotlight in front of the flames, while the grass is blowing around in the wind, just looks really cool, and it's just really a breath of fresh air. In conclusion, if you're bored of the vanilla menu and want to see something new when you launch up your game, this is definitely the mod for you. Next up, we have a tactical equipment mod, the sort of stuff you'd see in games like Counter-Strike. This is smoke grenades. It's time to get tactical. So this mod adds smoke grenades to the game. They function the same as vanilla grenades, except when you throw them, a magic puff of smoke will appear around the radius of impact. This is actually really cool. You can use it tactically when breaching rooms or doors. You can pop one down and then rush through the smoke to take out your enemies, or you can just use it for aesthetic purposes as well. The only problem I have with this is that the smoke doesn't last very long. It's enough to breach a room or run past an enemy while using it, but apart from that, I still think it could have been a little bit longer. But besides that, a really cool mod, and yeah, definitely one to check out. Next up, we have our armor mod Grace has been wearing through this episode. This is Femshepping's light Brawler Outfits. This adds 3 new outfits of the same design, but with their own unique color and style. There's default, camo, and rugged. The design on these outfits is absolutely fantastic. Great textures and plenty of detail. They all have a really great post-apocalyptic apocalyptic feel to them as well, which obviously fits very well into the game's theme. I don't know why, but I kind of got Borderlands vibe from it as well for some reason. But anyways, really awesome outfit mod, and feel free to check it out if you're looking for a post-apocalyptic styled outfit. The weapon mod you've been seeing during this episode is the AEAR1, AEAR1, whatever you want to call it, available on PC and Xbox One. This weapon really caught my eye as it looks like something straight out of the Aliens universe. The design on it is very cool, but still fits well into the game as it follows a similar style to the vanilla energy weapons. Like all weapons, there's plenty of crafting and customization, receivers, scopes, etc. The way it shoots is pretty unique as well, as the fusion cells take longer to travel than bullets, so it plays like a weapon from the EA Star Wars Battlefront. It definitely packs a punch though, and the magazine holds 49 shots, which is pretty generous for an automatic weapon. Anyways, great weapon mod, and although I love using gun mods, this one makes a really nice change as it's a fictional energy weapon instead of another AK or AR, which is really cool. And finally, we have a new, fully voiced companion mod. She has been the voice of Recorder and Ambrielle from Skyrim, and is now entering the world of Fallout 4. This is Ellen the Cartographer, voiced once again by Potastic. Man, soon everyone in Skyrim and Fallout 4 is gonna have her voice. Nah, but seriously, she is a really talented voice actor. But anyways, you can find Ellen in the Dugout Inn, located in Diamond City. A creepy man outside will tell you a girl is looking for help. You then go inside and she'll be stood in the corner. As you approach, she'll ask you for your help. You then find out she's a cartographer. Not gonna lie, I had no idea what that was, but luckily she explains. She makes maps and gets all the locations and data from exploring herself, which I thought was a pretty unique job. You then find out she was actually born in New Vegas, which is really cool, and she's traveled to all places in the Fallout series: the West Coast, Capital Wasteland, Junktown. She even went to the place that's the location for Fallout 5, but I'm not allowed to say anything because Todd Howard will slit my throat in my sleep. Sorry, Todd. Jokes aside, this is a really well done mod, adding tons of new dialogue to the game. Another nice touch is your character will actually speak to her as well, instead of an awkward pause like in other mods. And all in all, this is a really awesome companion, and you really need to check it out now. And that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment. I would really appreciate it. All the mods showcased will be linked in the description, so please do check them out. If you have any more requests, be sure to leave them in a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the mods featured this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.